It's Lupac, baby, in the building.
The truth teller in the building.
The pressure bringer in the building.
If you rockin' with Pac,
Make some noise. Yeah, if you got them receipts,
put it on the floor.
if you got that truth,
Put it on the floor.
if you rockin' with Lupac,
Put it on the floor.
hey, 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 hey. One time for the realest, bitch. Two times for the coldest, bitch. Three times for the bossed up, bitch.
Fuck it up, fuck it up.
Yeah, that's Lupac, bitch.
One time for Lupac, baby.
Let's go.
Two time for Lupac, baby.
That's right.
Three time for Lupac, baby.
Burn up.
Fuck it up, fuck it up.
It's Lupac,
Baby.
walk in, whole room in a G-shift. Truth talk heavy, she don't ever miss. Stand on facts, yeah, she stand on 10. When Pac touch down, pressure step in. Spotlight glow when she hit that live. Whole chat lit when she drop that vibe. No fake love, only real ones roll. Lupac run the scene, that's how it goes. Clock that T receipts on sight. Drop one post on that ignite. Talk that truth, she don't play nice. Put it on the floor, expose that light. Go Lupac,
Go, go, Lupac. Go, go.
go Lupac, go. Put it on the floor, Pac. Put it on the floor. Time for the realest, bitch. Two times for the coldest, bitch. Three times for the bossed up, bitch.
Fuck it up, fuck it up.
Yeah, that's Lupac, bitch.
One time for Lupac, baby.
Hey, oh,
Two time for Lupac, baby.
that's right. Oh,
Three time for Lupac, baby.
turn up.
Fuck it up, fuck it up.
It's Lupac, baby. Truth in her voice, yeah, the crowd gon' lean. When she clock them receipts, know she mean what she mean. No cap stories, she dismantle the fake. Every live she hit, make the whole chat shake. From the boot energy to worldwide view. Lupac, baby, got nothing to prove. Stand tall, crown never tilt. Pressure too heavy, whole lane get built. Put it on the floor, 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 put it on the floor.
Go Lupac, go, go Lupac, go. Receipts on the floor, let's go. One time for Lupac, baby. Two time for Lupac, baby.
That's right.
Three time for Lupac, baby.
Turn up.
Fuck it up, fuck it up. It's Lupac, baby.
If you want some weird shit, stay away. Stay away from me. Period.
No weapon should profit.
No weapon form is going to prosper.
No weapon form is gonna profit. Thank you, Pastor.
And another thing, if you coming with that drama and that negativity, you know what's going on. Stop playing.
Hold up, hold up.
Hold up.
It's Lupac, baby, in the building.
The truth teller in the building.
The pressure bringer in the building.
If you rockin' with Pac,
Make some noise. Yeah, if you got them receipts,
put it on the floor.
if you got that truth,
Put it on the floor.
if you rockin' with Lupac,
Put it on the floor.
hey, 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 hey. One time for the realest, bitch. Two times for the coldest, bitch. Three times for the bossed up, bitch.
Fuck it up, fuck it up.
Yeah, that's Lupac, bitch.
One time for Lupac, baby.
Let's go.
Two time for Lupac, baby.
That's right.
Three time for Lupac, baby.
Burn up.
Fuck it up, fuck it up.
It's Lupac,
Baby.
walk in, whole room in a G-shift. Truth talk heavy, she don't ever miss. Stand on facts, yeah, she stand on 10. When Pac touch down, pressure step in. Spotlight glow when she hit that live. Whole chat lit when she drop that vibe. No fake love, only real ones roll. Lupac run the scene, that's how it goes. Clock that T receipts on sight. Drop one post on that ignite. Talk that truth, she don't play nice. Put it on the floor, expose that light. Go Lupac,
Go, go Lupac, go, go.
go Lupac, go. Put it on the floor, Pac. Put it on the floor. Time for the realest, bitch. Two times for the coldest, bitch. Three times for the bossed up, bitch.
Fuck it up, fuck it up.
Yeah, that's Lupac, bitch.
One time for Lupac, baby.
Hey, oh,
Two time for Lupac, baby.
that's right. Oh,
Three time for Lupac, baby.
turn up.
Fuck it up, fuck it up.
It's Lupac, baby. her voice, yeah, the crowd gon' lean. When she clock them receipts, know she mean what she mean. No cap stories, she dismantle the fake. Every life she hit, make the whole chat shake. From the boot energy to worldwide view. Lupac, baby, got nothing to prove. Stand tall, crown never tilt. Pressure too heavy, whole lane get built. Put it on the floor, 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 put it on the floor. Go Lupac, go Lupac, go. Receipts on the floor, let's go. One time for Lupac, babe. Two time for Lupac, babe. That's right, go. Three time for Lupac, babe. Turn up, fuck it up, it's Lupac, baby.
If you want some weird shit, stay away. Stay away from me. Period.
No weapon should profit.
No weapon formed is going to prosper.
No weapons formed is going to profit. Thank you, Pastor.
And another thing, if you coming with that drama and that negativity, you know what's going on. Stop playing.
Hold up. It's Lupac, baby, in the building.
The truth teller in the building.
The pressure bringer in the building.
If you rockin' with Pop,
Make some noise.
No weapon farm is gonna proffer. Okay. Hey y'all, what's up? What today is? Wednesday or Thursday, y'all? Happy Thursday, y'all. So I don't even know my dates. I be so confused. But it's all good in the hood. What y'all got going on? I'm coming through with a little nightcap, little tea, a little 1-2. I wanted to do this live earlier, but I was busy, y'all. And I actually pushed it back a few times because I originally had it set for 6:45, but then I had to go to Walmart and get some things that my kids wanted. So yeah, okay. But now we're here. But anyways, let me go up and see who we got in here so we can get this dialogue started. This is low key kind of like a part 2 from yesterday. Y'all know I was a little upset out my body because they had been pissing me off, child. I don't like when the kids get played with or any allegations surrounding kids, period. But we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get just a little bit deeper into Sleepy's you know what. Because yeah, that post he made yesterday was very interesting. Hey, Miss Renee. Hey, Mr. Reese. Leo in the building. We got It Don't Matter, Miss Geraldine, Christina, Miss Michelle, Ranitha. We got Miss Stephanie, Keisha T, V Martin, Miss Diggs, Twin Mommy, Becca, Michaela, Miss Lenora. Shout out to my green team for always being VIP in the chat, baby. Hey, Sierra, Michelle Bell. Shout out to you and all my other beautiful minds that's holding it down. Who else? Let me see. Who else we got in here? I am my sister's keeper. K Monet, we got Nikki, we got beautifully designed Miss Slim, my bro Terry, of course, the real Nene the GOAT. And thank you so much, sis, for donating those memberships. Well, gifting those memberships on yesterday. I don't know how I didn't thank you in the chat, but yeah, it's been on my mind. So thank you. I appreciate that. Calm and Collective in the building. That's another one of my beautiful mods. We got Tay in here, Tony, No More Drama. Miss Dee Dee, Love Cat, Rakita, Miss Angela, Miss Deborah. We got Monty in the building. We got Miss Charlene. Who else? Let me go down. Hey, Miss Veronica. Who else? Let me see. Hey, Miss Shannon. Hey, Scorpio, Adrienne. Miss Jackie, Miss Jocelyn. We got Miss Phyllis, Miss Lisa, Beyond Compare, Miss Shalonda, Enlighten Aura. You say, I'm glad I searched for you, Pop. Search for me when? Are you meaning overall or are you meaning today? Let me know. Let me know, girl. Hey, Kissy. Hey, Miss Coretta. Jaisha in the building. Miss Lolo. Boss Lady. We got Miss Sonia. Miss Tanya, my love. Eric GG in this thing. Miss Renee. Miss Patricia. Miss Denise. We got my bro Hollywood Herb in the building. Lupa, can you put the love? No, that's only for members, Miss Lolo. That is only for members. You're going to have to go on my community wall. The link is posted. I posted it earlier today. So it is on my community wall for members. Hey, Miss Antoinette. Hey, Miss Janine, Kenaya, Thomasina. Who else in here? Miss Mercedes. We got Tierra Nubian Queen. We got Tyrese with the T, Grow 6565, Miss Angela B. We got Kim. We got Miss Vonda, Knowledge Hungry, Tokyo Blues. You say I love this one, the best Pac. Shamar gives that extra Me too. Shout out to my brother Pratt. He did his big one. He always do his big one on my intros, but he did his big one on that one. I'ma definitely keep that one for a good little minute. Hey Candy. Who else? Did I miss anybody? Miss Stephanie. Miss Elisa, Miss Denise. We got Miss Connie. Shout out to all the new people that's in the chat. I love that for us because we've been getting a whole lot of new subscribers, even with the Clarissa Shields content, which I will be back on that tomorrow. So yeah, because every time I go live on her, I get a bunch of subscribers. So I'm gonna keep, doing my little content on her as well. Hey, Danette sister. Who else? Let me see. Did I miss anybody? Shout out to Miss Renee for being a member for 16 months. She say, love you, boo. Receipt queen. Always putting it on the floor. I love you more. Hey, Miss Duncan. I'm always in the bushes deciding to drop out tonight. Love your commentary. Thank you. Hey, Dina. Hey, D Ham in the building. Shout out to you. Shout out to Michaela for 23 months. Stay away from me. Hey, Seashell. Hey, Angela, Sapphire Virgo, Miss Yolanda, Miss Lakeisha, Kim Kobe, Glam Goddess, Miss Sheila, Izora. Baby, y'all coming through. Miss Amanda, Carmen, Miss Maddie, love me for real. We got Chili Blue in the building. That's a new name. Shout out to you. Miss Brenda, Miss Jacqueline, Miss Belria. All right. And a collective hate to everybody else that's coming through. Y'all know I always try to shout out as many as I can because that's just my personality. I love my people and my people love me back. Okay. So we're going to always do our 1-2 with that. But like I said, a collective hate to everybody else that's coming in the chat, y'all. If you would like to donate to me monetarily, you can cash at me $Lupac2. You can also buy me a coffee. Shout out to my coffee people. You can also support the platform by getting a super chat or a super sticker. Y'all know I always set a little goal. It ain't much, it ain't mandatory, but it's greatly, greatly appreciated. Per y'all request, y'all been asking me to do all the colors, and I've been doing that every time now. Okay, so it is set. I had to set it through my browser because YouTube is still not letting us set goals through our phone for some odd reason. I have no clue, but it is up now for anybody that wants to support via the super chat goal. You can also support me by getting a membership. Shout out to the green team. I'm going to be coming to y'all soon with some more tea, baby. Okay? Listen, just wait on it. It's coming. Y'all know I like to have some receipts to back up what I say. I ain't going to never just put anything out there. Gotta be something that I could back it up with. Even if I don't show y'all the receipt, just know I got it if I'm saying it. Okay? Period. But anyways, make sure y'all hit that like button. Please watch the ad, y'all. And at the end of this live, hype your girl up. Y'all know the vibes. Thank you, Brandy, for 13 months, girl. I love my green team. All right, y'all. So, I was, going through my receipts earlier because of everything that transpired yesterday. I'm like, we might need to go back down memory lane just a little bit because it's a lot of things that have been said. And I don't know if y'all know this, but Sleepy made a post. Matter of fact, hold up. I got to show y'all that one. He made a post today about RH. And it's really, really mind-boggling. Let me know if my sound is good too, y'all. If y'all hear echo, let me know if the sound is good. And I know sometimes y'all have to go out and come back in and it will fix it too. So he put up a post earlier. Let's find it. Hold up. Where he made, he said a couple things about RH. Let's see. Okay, let me send that because I ain't even send that. And you could tell, like, for a long time now, he's been really, really bothered by LaTruth. I don't know what it is, but it's like LaTruth gets under his skin unintentionally because LaTruth don't even really entertain him. Every blue moon, LaTruth might throw something out there in response to him, but it's never just to start nothing. If you've been following, then you know what I'm talking about. And I could see it being because LaTruth did spend 6 years raising his kids, So that's probably what it is, child. What is going on? Why is my email not working? Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure I'm in the right one. Nope, that's not it. All right, let's see. Okay. There we go. All right, now I needed to send child. Wait, let me see. Thank you, Tamika. Thank you for my first super, my love. You say, hey, Lupac and Chad, sleep is a sorry excuse for a father. He giving DL, y'all. He is a weirdo. Okay, he is very much weird. I hope y'all like the thumbnail because I feel like the thumbnail tells a story. From now on, I'm gonna make my thumbnails tell stories. If y'all notice, you got Janelle and LaTruth on one side, separated from them playing chess. Then you got Bree and Sleepy on the other side, and Bree's literally putting a battery in Sleepy's back. Then you got the village up in flames in the background with Sleepy and Walter in flames. I said, "Oh, that is so creative, child." I literally came up with that earlier, and I actually create. This is what I do, y'all. Now, this is what I do now. Y'all know I've been creating my own thumbnails, but now to keep up with, how the other bloggers are creating theirs, I see everybody is using Chat GPT to create their thumbnails. So what I do, because I still want to have an input over the thumbnail, I create it first and then I put it through Chat GPT to elevate it. That's how I do mine. You know what I'm saying? So that's why mine look a little different. But yeah, I like to, I don't want to be one of the ones that just let Chat GPT take over entirely. No, I like to think for myself. I'm very intelligent. I know big words. Okay. So yeah, I don't want to be one of them ones. No shade. I just, I'm old school. I'm old school, baby. Okay. All right. Let me see. Let me see if it came through, y'all. Hold up. Let's go to my email and see. All right. Damn, why did it sign me out? What is going? Oh no, it didn't. Never mind. Okay. All right. And I got a whole lot of receipts that I pulled up that I want to show y'all. All right. Thank you, Miss Geraldine. Thank you, my love. Hey to everybody that's coming in. All right, y'all. Let me pull this up for y'all so we can show y'all this first, and then we're gonna go to the other receipts that I have. Okay, so he made this post right here. I'm gonna leave it right here. It should be big enough. Can y'all see it? If not, I'm gonna read it to y'all anyways. But he made this post where y'all know RH. I don't know if that's AI or if RH actually had that on, but it's giving a Spider-Man costume with a clown hat on. So I mean a clown wig. So it might be AI because y'all know he didn't copy it off of LaTruth with Sora, and he's doing everything Sora now also, which is also weird because to say you have such a big issue with this man, you are literally copying off of everything he does. That's real weird and cringe. Okay. But anyway, so he posted this today, y'all. Now this is very interesting, and I'm gonna break this down. So he said, RH. Oh, and let me tell y'all why. Hold up, I gotta go in order. I want to tell y'all why he posted this. Y'all remember whenever we was on live yesterday, I literally read LaTruth's post where he did like a little story time, right? Basically saying how it was, indirectly, of course, there was this man who married this woman, and when he took on the woman, he took in her three or five kids, child, and took care of the kids as his own, did everything for the kids. The biological dad was in a coma, it was something like that. Okay, so this is his response to RH. And Kevin also commented in RH's comments to validate what his brother was saying. Rightfully so, because, he witnessed some things along with a few other people that was around at that time. So Sleepy decides to respond and he says, our H is a clown and will always be a clown. Second only, y'all. Uh bear with me because he typed bad. He must have went to Colorado Tech University with Bree, okay? Because he writes extremely bad. Okay. So he said, our H is a clown and will always be a clown. Second only thing that this dude continued to speak on is half story. He thinks he knows about my past. Second, so let's address two families. Yeah, mistakes was made in the past. I'm no saint, but hey, how does it feel? First of all, it's FEEL. And this is my thing, right? If you're gonna insult somebody, if you're gonna throw jabs at someone or subs, which this is direct, because he put his name in it, at least make sure you spelling the words properly. Are you forming proper sentences with correct punctuation, and it ain't all run-on sentences or whatever. You using the right words and the right spaces, because it doesn't hit the same when people can't really understand what the hell you say. It hits totally different when we got to figure out the subliminal. Okay? Get it together. You too old to be typing like a third grader, sir. All right. So let me get back into it, y'all. So he said, second, so let's address two families. Yeah, mistakes was made in the past. I'm no saint, but hey, how does it feel to be a rebound though? Rebound? First, let me address that because y'all, I am breaking it down. First of all, rebound is crazy to me. And when you refer to rebound, we all know what the word rebound means. But another thing that we also know is that, sir, because and I've seen a comment in Sleepy's comments, and shout out to the person who made this comment, because inquiring minds want to know, right? The person literally said, you always on here praising your baby mama, right? And he got 4, might I add. One of the 4 is his wife, but he has 4 baby mamas in total. We hardly ever see him speak on any of the 4. He barely speaks on his quote unquote rib, which is his wife, right? But that something about that baby mama, that's always in some drama and toxicity on the internet. He has a lot to say about, always in defense mode, which is really, really questionable, might I add. But if I was his wife, I would have some questions for his ass. But okay, anyways. So the person in the comments said, I always see you on here, caping for your baby mama or caping for Bree. You got so much to say. She's such a good mother. She's such a good woman, blase, blase. And they said, well, if that's the case, why didn't you marry her? And dang, they got a good point. They have a really good point. Because if it's all this and that, and these other baby daddies are so terrible, and she's just this victim, and they're the villains, the bad guys, abusers, narcs, and all of this, why you didn't marry her? And not just not marry her, why did you put a restraining order on her in 2015? And also got her charged with communicating THREATS through electronic devices and something else. It was something harassing communications and electronically sending the T word. That's real interesting. While you over there caping and kissing, you know what? Yeah. Inquiring minds would like to know, because here's the thing. The streets be talking, right? The streets be talking, and according to the streets, you didn't even think enough of her to even make her your girlfriend, which is real, real crazy. considering y'all have 3 kids together, and also considering the very same person you're married to now has always been in the picture. Clock it. I normally save tea like that for my members, but yeah. Anyways, like I said, them North Carolina streets be talking, baby. They be talking. While you over there caping, you didn't even respect her enough or think enough of her to how the old people said, y'all, wife her down. You didn't even think enough of her to do that. Which is crazy to me because you got a lot to say about these 2 men, the other 2 baby daddies, who had enough respect for her to set her down. You didn't even do that. But you want to talk about respect and who need to apologize to who, and child, by you get out of all the stories this girl done told on the internet, yours was the worst because animals was involved, allegedly. Because we, at this point, we don't even know if that's true. So many lies have been told. So we don't even know if that's true. At this point, we're questioning everything. Okay? Period. Anyways, let's get back into his post, y'all. We got 4:30 in the building. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all supporting my any color super chat goal. Because y'all know one thing about Pop, I'ma always put it on the flow. I'ma always bring that entertainment. And I'ma always do my 1-2. Period. Okay? Y'all gonna get real live receipts over here, baby. With some good commentary. All right, y'all. Stop texting me. I'm trying to do my live. Okay. All right. So he then says, let me see where I stop, y'all. He asks RH, how does it feel to be a rebound, though? But moving on, I know my culture, who I am according to the Bible, definitely in our culture, we practice biblical polygamy. I should have been honest with both of those women, real man-ish. Oh, so he telling on himself a little bit, y'all. He's telling on himself just a little bit. Even though I just gave y'all the tea, but he telling on himself just a little bit. So he said something that you wanted you ex to do, but you can't even take care of yourself, more or less multiple women. Clown. First of all, how do you know who he can take care of? Because this is, first of all, this is the same man who took care of your I don't even know if she would be considered his rebound, but this is the same man that took care of one of your baby mamas and 3 of y'all kids. Okay? He did that for 6 years while you were comatose in hibernation with the bears and the birds during the winter time. Like, are you cool? The least you can do is respect the man that stepped in. And you know, I gotta go back to the post that he made yesterday, y'all, because it's real interesting how he spoke on. It was something in particular that he said in that post. I'm gonna have to go back to it. Because I can't remember verbatim. So we're gonna talk about that in a few. But I'm trying to figure him out. Like, is it jealousy? Is it obsession? Like, what's the real issue? Is he mad because, you know, now that he didn't quote unquote got his life right? He's mad, low key mad at the truth because the truth was with his kids for 6 years. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what his problem is, but it's definitely a problem. Okay. So he then says, let me go down. Next, let's address the real father game. You was a father to who? Negro, you was a body when the camera was on trying to use my kids for clout. Okay, let's stop there, y'all. Let me shout out to KT Management. I don't know if y'all familiar, but KT Management, hold up. Matter of fact, let me see something real quick. I got my Instagram up, right? Let's do a little quick stop. A little pit stop real quick. Hold on, give me 1 second. Manage. KT Management. Where you at? Here we go. Let's see if it's still on here. Let's see. Bree is on there still. Oh wow. They probably don't even use this page no more. They might, you never know. Hold up, hold up. Okay. They need to take down all of the things that they no longer use, or at least take down all of the people that they no longer represent, because yeah, why are people on here that they no longer represent, like LaTruth and Bree and Bree's kids? Like, wait, let me see if they still on here, because I don't see it yet. Hold on, y'all. I know she missed that life. Damn, where is it at? I see all her posts. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Hold up, y'all. Bear with me. I might have went too far. Let's go to the other side, 'cause I don't see it. Let me see if it's over here. Rebranding. It was on here, y'all, unless they took it off. Let me see. I wonder if they got another page, because it was on here for a good little minute, actually. Let's see. They might have removed it. Let me go back and see, because I seen another page by that name. Unless they have another page. Let me go to search real quick. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me. Management. Because this could be it too. No, this ain't it. All right, let me see one more time. Management. Matter of fact, I'm going to show y'all what I'm looking at right quick. I don't want to take this down, but I might just double back to it because I didn't see it. But let me just tell y'all what I was looking for, right? So if you've been around for a while, then you know that, like I say, KT Management was the management company that was representing Bree and LaTruth, right? From my understanding, this was LaTruth's management team first. And then Bree was plugged in because, she was his wife or whatever. Once her pages got off the ground and she started making a name for herself, they started representing her as well, right? Once the lies came out about the DV, that's when Tasha K exposed how the management reached out to her, and they was trying to leverage her YouTube, and they wanted to kind of collab with Tasha K to leverage it, using DV as a leveraging tool, basically, because a lot of people tend to support things attached to traumatic situations, right? So that's what Tasha K exposed in the beginning of the saga. But anyway, that's besides the point. What I'm trying to say here is those kids, Bree kids, all the first four were also under KT Management. but they wasn't under KT management under Sleepy's last name. They were all viewed as LaTruth. You had Isaiah LaTruth, Joshua LaTruth, Lauren LaTruth, and Baby LaTruth, which is Amora. Okay? And they probably still on there. I probably just overlooked it because it was on there for the longest time. Unless they just recently took it down, it was on there. If you know, you know. But all of their pages, because they are kid influencers, right? What they was at that point. It kind of like, it don't give that anymore ever since her and RH broke up. But at that time, because of LaTruth's brand and the LaTruth name, the kids were able to be leveraged as well as influencers. Bree didn't go into that marriage as an influencer. She went into that marriage working at either Best Buy or the hospital in the Carolina. Okay. So yeah. So for him to say that this man was using those kids for clout when you, sir, are also holding on for dear life on this man's coattail is blasphemy. Like, is you cool? How can the name that people know, which is this man's stage name, I'm just confused. Like, how can he use your, let me not even say that. Y'all get what I'm saying. Okay. It's real foolish when they say stuff like that, because it's like, we knew of this man. Even now, certain big bloggers won't even touch anybody in this saga unless the truth name is attached to it. Even now. Yes, his livelihood may have dwindled down due to jackets, falsified jackets that he should not be wearing. But guess what? The name still holds weight. Hence why when Tasha K even covers Bree in the saga, she says the ex Miss LaTruth or LaTruth's ex-wife. Because that's who everybody knows her as. That's how she branded herself. If you was around before the divorce, then you know that she literally leveraged her social medias off of being the wife of LaTruth. Don't make me go in the vault and pull those receipts out, because I have screenshots of old Instagram pages where it literally says in her bio, hello everyone, I am Brianna Hampton. I am, known to some as not Brianna Child, Mrs. LaTruth, the wife of LaTruth. And then she, goes a little more in depth as to who he is, right? Because she leveraged herself off of his stage name because he was the one that was already known. If you go on YouTube and you type in DJ Small Eyes, there is an interview that LaTruth and Bree did, and they break everything down. DJ Small Eyes literally asks Bree, was it hard to, get your page to a certain amount of followers? And she said, no, it wasn't hard. And it's actually easier when you have someone who's already established with a larger following, because he was sharing all my stuff. She said that in the interview. Don't take my word for it. DJ Small Eyes on YouTube and type in LaTruth and Miss LaTruth and you gonna see it. Okay. So now that that's out the way, because it's so weird when you hear these people saying that he's using certain people for clout when he is and has always been the clout in this situation. Just because his numbers went down a little bit because of lies and slander, it does not take away from the stain that he left in these social media streets. People still know who he is and what he accomplished. Like, that's so weird to me. You could be a hater, but at least be a truthful hater, right? At least stand on a little bit of honesty and integrity while you hate. Don't lie on people just because you don't like them. Anyways, let's get back to it. We got 467 in the building. Make sure y'all hitting that like button for Pac. Make sure y'all supporting my little goal, baby. Okay, let's see if we can get that goal cleared out, y'all. Do y'all big one. It ain't nothing but maybe 15 left on the goal, y'all. And it's any color, like I said. So he then says, let me read that part again. You was a father to who? And the reason why I'm reading this part again, because I'm gonna show y'all a older receipt that Sleepy put out where he's singing a little different tune as to the role that RH really played. Okay? The tune is totally different. We're gonna get to that. So he says, you was a father to who? Negro, you was a body. When the camera was on trying to use my kids for clout and money, your own biological daughter didn't even want to deal with you. Let that sink in. First of all, let me address that. He's not the first, nor will he be the last parent to fall out with one of his kids. It happens all the time, baby. It's not rare. It literally happens daily. Okay? When parents and kids have disagreements, when they have fights, whatever you want to call it, it happens. Especially when the child is of age and they are, even when they underage and they got some sense. Period. Like it happens all the time. So it's not unusual, it's not rare, but you know what is rare? They back good. They back good like nothing happened. See, that's one thing about it is that, you might have a little piff with your family members or whatever, but eventually you always find your way back. Well, at least some people do, okay? But for the most part, especially when it's a child and a parent, like that's that man baby, that's his oldest child. And I knew it was gonna happen. I knew they was gonna find their way back to each other. Certain bonds can't be broken. It might bend just a little, and a little time might pass, but that's his baby, his firstborn. And she found her way. And you know what's even crazier is she had all the power to really separate herself from her daddy when she made 18. Because at that point, you grown to make your own decisions, right? Even though we don't consider 18 grown, especially if we still got to take care of our kids, but legally, you're considered grown at 18. But guess what she did? She went right back to her daddy. She found her way right back to her father. Because she know her daddy love her. And she know her is nobody that's going to give her the type of love that her parents would give her. And sometimes it take for, a little time to pass or for you to heal from whatever broke y'all in the first place. It takes a little time for you to really, really think about the things that then went on, think about the memories, all of that. And then you find your way back to that person because then you realize life is short and it wasn't worth it in the first place, the disconnect, right? And it didn't help that she had somebody like your baby mama manipulating her. Because the separation probably wouldn't have happened had she not been in that child ear talking to her like she was an adult, talking about a man. Just a random man. Let's not talk about that because there's receipts for that too. Text messages and all. So it's real crazy how they keep using that as a weapon to throw at him. Like we didn't all see how that separation happened in the first place. That is so crazy to me. So, and he has the audacity to talk about anything dealing with a child when, I can't wait to get to his receipts. I can't wait to get to his receipts. It's the audacity for me. When you was in hibernation, you don't have nothing on RH where he was away from his kids for 6 years. While you trying to talk about this man, nobody, at least 90% of the people that followed them didn't even know them kids had a biological daddy. The hell? We knew of this man. While you're playing. So he then says, Let me go down. He said, uh, damn. Your own biological daughter didn't even want to deal with you. Let that sink in. Next, my guy, it's called change. So whatever you think I may have did in my past, so be it. I'm a new man. I gave my life to the Lord, and I do real grown man ish until before you start making me pull your receipts. Cause I know a lot of stuff on both of y'all, but I just be letting y'all live and have y'all little clout on the net. Okay. Now let's get into what he could possibly know, right? And then we're going to talk about what they know. Because he got a lot of mouth on his internet. And if y'all remember yesterday, I told y'all, I said, he better tread real, real lightly. Because the difference between him and these two men who playing chess right now, the difference between them is you was on the other end of the phone in another state, sir. The fact that you haven't recognized that your baby mama has a habit of telling stories that victimize her and leave a whole lot out. We literally just witnessed that with when she went to jail. Got clean out of jail, had the internet thinking that Janelle set her up. Whole time she pulled up over there unbeknownst to him. Because if y'all remember, I broke it down. That man had a whole premiere for his movie End Zone the night before. They was getting drunk and toe up at that premiere. Ain't no way in hell he had been set or made arrangements with her to get them babies, two small little babies, that early in the morning, the next day after his premiere. Make that make sense. And if he did know if she was going there, why the hell did she have to break in? Why did she have to damage the front door to get in the house? We got to make things make sense. We got to use our brain, right? Critical thinking is what we call it. Critical thinking. So that's real interesting. But, the internet was being played with, manipulated, and gaslit, as if she was in defense mode of her kids or something happened where, she had to show her ass because of the kids. Whole time she pulled up over there with the kids. The kids wasn't even with Janelle, which is even crazier. So why did she turn up again? Why did she show her whole ass again that got her arrested? Because he recorded her. Whatever she did, now let's put on our critical thinking caps, y'all, right? Whatever she did that was on that recording was enough to send her to jail for 48 hours. Criminal trespassing, family violence, 2 counts of each. Okay? So it's real interesting how the narrative was being painted that she was set up, right? That's real, real crazy because Sleepy over there is even victimizing her also as if he wasn't just, out here like the rest of us when all of this tea was dropped about that arrest. Not to mention the audio where the body cam audio where we can literally hear her saying, call Janelle. He's going to pick up the kids from school and he's going to stay with them at my house. Call Janelle. They're arresting me. They take me to jail. Call Janelle. You have to be a damn fool to not see that for what it was. Ain't no way in hell I'm letting the man that just set me up stay overnight with my kids. The kids that she, they say she don't play about. Like the ones that they're now making these very strong allegations about, saying Janelle slapped and punched but he was gonna stay with him overnight while you was in jail. I'm confused. I'm all the way confused. Like Something in this milk ain't clean, baby. It's sour. Okay? The milk is sour. It's giving sour because that don't go together. That don't add up. That does not add up. And it sounded like whatever happened that day, and I actually know what happened. Whatever happened that day is giving very much. I'm embarrassed because I did show my ass at my baby daddy house because he had a female in the room. And like I told y'all, when we played that audio, all you had to do was listen really well. Janelle literally said in the 911 audio, can y'all hurry up? This girl is trying to get in my room. She's invading my privacy. She's throwing my things out. She damaged my car. She damaged the door. So what? Now, and here's where we put our not only critical thinking hats on, but we also put our women hats on. Because if you ain't never been in a toxic relationship, this ain't for you, okay? If you ain't never did something to a ninja car, this ain't for you. If you ain't never pulled up on a ninja and showed your whole ass, this ain't for you, okay? But yeah, put 2 and 2 together. Your baby mama pull up to your house. Kids in the car. It's early as hell, 7 something in the morning. And it was said she had to have left her house around 5 something in the morning. Mind you, this person does not have a 9 to 5 job. She's an influencer. So why would we be leaving our house at 5 something in the morning to make it to our baby daddy at 7 something in the morning, right? Because it take a little time to get over there. Why would we have to damage the door to get in the house if he's in there and he's in the known about this? What did they say? Typical or normal drop off. If that's the case, now let's keep them caps on. We already got them on, y'all. Let's keep them on, right? If this was a typical / normal drop off like she had been doing for the past month, that's what was stated, right? What made this one any different? Why did this one lead to you going to jail? I got my hand up. I can answer that, right? The difference is his girlfriend was there. She was in the room, right? The girlfriend was there. Janelle couldn't have been answering the phone because it's definitely given surprise pop-up. Surprise pop-up. And the reason why I'm saying it's given it is because think of the story. Like, think about the 911 audios. Anytime you pull up to somebody's house, we know he didn't invite her there if his girlfriend was there. They ain't there yet, y'all. They ain't at the stage of co-parenting where she can pull up while his new girlfriend is there. Okay? They are not. From what's being stated, Bree said this on her Snapchat. They broke up in January. We just in March. We're just in March. That's barely 3 months. So, ain't no way in hell she would have been okay with pulling up over there while the new girl was there. And then saying, what I look like going fight or fighting over a man or something like that. She said on Snap, what I look like going fight over a man with my kids. You look like the same type of person you've been looking like on this internet or the same type. Women do it all the time. It's not rare. Women pull up on their baby daddies all the time and show their whole ass. They don't all go to jail, but they do it all the time. So it's not a rare situation at all, okay? So, and I personally believe if she would have made it into that room, her and that girl probably would have been fighting. That's just my belief, y'all, okay? I can't say why I believe that, but I believe if she would have got into that room, baby Janelle was fighting for dear life to keep her out of that bedroom. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I pay attention. Think about the call. He was breathing extremely hard on the call, and so was she. They were on the phone with 911 at the same time. Two different calls, right? But you can clearly hear both conversations. Both parties were breathing heavily. Breathing heavily is a sign of a struggle, distress, like something going on, child. And Janelle opened his conversation with the 911 operator by saying, this girl then she's damaging my things, throwing my things out. She's invading my privacy, trying to get in my room. Which means she hadn't got in that room yet. He was like, can y'all hurry? After he said that, she's invading my privacy. No, he said she's throwing my things out. She's invading my privacy. She done damaged my car, damaged the door. She's trying to get in my room, even though he said trying to get in my room after he said invaded my privacy. But that right there told me that he was fighting for dear life to keep her out of that room. Okay? He protected whoever was in that room. He made sure she didn't get through that door. So, and if y'all remember, she was still trying to do something while they was on the phone, because while they were on the phone, you can hear him say, stop touching me. So he was still blocking off that room. I'm telling y'all, I can picture it in my mind how it all went down. Okay? Listen. So yeah. But anyways, back to Sleepy. Back to his ass. So he says, hold on, change, do real man-ish, real grown man-ish, and chill before you start making me pull your receipts. That's what I wanted to speak on, right? So he's saying he letting them have their little clout on the internet, as if he has any control over two public figures, something that he is not. You can't let these men have clout because you ain't nothing to get clout off of. They already had their clout. They already got clout. LaTrue had clout before you was even thought of, sir. Before you could even attach yourself to LaTrue. And if you really think about it, you low-key getting a little clout in motion, not accidentally, well, in a sense, because of your baby mama. Which is the weirdest thing. But to say that, it's like, who are you to try to give somebody permission? And then to say, that it's kind of giving threat, like, or blackmail. Y'all better stop before I put out the receipts that I have. Wait, let me go back to it. He said, and chill before you start making me pull your receipts, because I know a lot of stuff on both of y'all. Let me say this, right? I know a wolf ticket seller when I see one. I call your bluff. Put your receipts out. I call his bluff, y'all. And let me tell y'all why I call his bluff. Like I said, I know a wolf ticket seller when I see one. The reason why I call his bluff is because, now, remember the post let me pull up that post he made yesterday so I could tell y'all why I call his bluff. Hold on. 1 second. Let me find it, child. Y'all gotta pay attention. Listen, pay attention, y'all. Keep them critical thinking hats on in this situation. Let me pull it up. Make sure y'all hitting that like button, supporting the goal, child. Okay, let me see. Hold up. Where's his post from yesterday? Hold on. Okay, I found it, right? So let me tell y'all why I call his bluff, and I feel like he don't have jack shats outside of what Bree then told him for years, right? So he posted yesterday. He said, and this was in response to Janelle's apology, right? Pay attention, y'all. He said, come on, fam. Other people need to be tagged. You should be apologizing loud to the mother of your kids, Miss Brianna, and her father, Walter Battle, and my children as well. I be chilling, but when my daughter is calling me crying, scared because you keep calling her phone, thinking you gonna pop up at the house is a concern. And y'all remind me to speak on that too. I got something to say to that. Then he says, then I have to get involved, right? Now, automatic early on in this statement, you already alluding to Janelle being some type of monstrous person, abusive person that puts fear in your kids, right? Keep that in the back of y'all mind. So he then says, one thing for sure, only if you and Buddy being the truth, knew the conversations I had rooting for y'all for another chance, y'all would have thanked me. But when I see BS, man, I gotta call it out. And then he says, cause we both know I know a lot of ish, but I be chilling, right? So the fact that this grown man who say he changed his life, right? He's a different man. He do real man things. So that means his mindset should be different. And that means his mindset should be a righteous mindset, a mindset of truth and protection and leadership and alpha male and guidance, all of the things, right? Because he's a changed biblical spiritual man now, right? For you to say, now, let me put up a receipt. Hold on. So I have to have this receipt up there to clock this part right quick. Hold on, y'all. Let me put this receipt up. Because I'm flying this plane and y'all know I always land it, okay? Let me put this receipt up because I need y'all to see this. Hold on. We about to expose Sleepy also. We about to expose him with this information right here. Where is it at? Here you go. Here you go. Let's put it on the screen. Shout out to Bree for this receipt. All right. All right, let's make this one bigger. All right, we need to make that one bigger because I need y'all to see this one good. Okay, so y'all heard him say that he would be on the phone. Hold on, let me go back to it. He'll be on the phone rooting for y'all another chance, right? He said, if y'all would have heard it, y'all would have thanked me. Okay. Now, mind you, look at this screenshot right here. This screenshot right here is, now what else do they want to know? I just love how he ride. So y'all remember whenever Bree put up the video, the body cam video of Janelle behind her car, Sleepy was over there trolling to the point where he made a Sora AI video as if he was playing like, you know, he was Janelle that got hit with the car. So Bree decided to share it on her platform. And she also commented and said, oh, you the 50 Cent, right? You the petty 50, something like that, y'all. And she shared it. So these comments right here come from under her sharing Sleepy stuff. So whoever this person is, they said, I just love how he ride for you and support you no matter what. That's your true family for real, praying for you, right? So Bree decides to comment, to reply, which I love this for us because this comment is very telling. Because he be knowing the truth the whole time. And what I'm dealing with, either I'm telling him or my kids was. never kept no secrets. He gonna always have my back because he knows I don't deserve none of this BS. What does that tell y'all? Imagine saying your baby daddy gonna always have your back, and because he know you don't deserve none of this BS, but he is literally on the phone with you, cheerleading and kudoing and rooting and pushing for you to stay with the very same men that you complaining to him about. That ninja don't give a damn about you, boo boo kitty. I could call my brother right now on the phone. And y'all, my brother he got long dreads. He tatted up. Harmony seen him. He's engaged though, okay? For the little hoochie mamas, he's very handsome, but he's engaged, baby. He don't play about his sisters. And he don't play when it come to these ninjas thinking they gonna play about his sisters, okay? He's one of them. He's very protective, and he's the baby brother at that. But he don't play about us. It's no way in hell I could be telling him on the phone that I'm being treated like complete shit, and he gonna encourage me to stay with a ninja. That's not somebody who rooting for you and who got your back. Especially seeing as how your kids are being affected in the process. Imagine you somebody's father and you encouraging not once, but twice for your baby mama who got 3 of your kids to stay with the very same men that she's telling you is mistreating her and your children. I mean, y'all see it right here. She say he be knowing the whole time, the whole truth. If she ain't telling them, the kids is telling them. But he be behind the scenes rooting for them. Listen, y'all, I cannot make this up. What? If this the type of people she got around her, I feel sorry. Ain't no way in hell. Because this tells me that either it ain't really what they trying to make it seem, or he really don't give 2 F's about her or them kids. Because I cannot fathom or wrap my brain around this man really encouraging her to stay with men that she's constantly complaining about to him. We literally, y'all, if we witness her and Janelle break up 11 times on this internet and then get right back together, imagine the conversation she had with him about her and Janelle. Imagine that. It's no way, y'all. Like I said, it's either or. Either he playing in her face and he's only pushing for her to stay with these men because guess what? Here's where he gets exposed, right? As long as she's with a man, y'all notice he always talking that village talk, right? And we're going to get into that village talk also because I got some other receipts I want to show y'all that he didn't put out. Remember, LaTruth was a part of that village. And he had no issue with LaTruth being a part of that village or being in the village as long as he was in the village. They don't become an enemy until they stop doing his job. Because remember, he work a 9 to 5 and he can barely take off because you know them white folks don't play on them 9 to 5s. They'll get rid of you quick. So he can't take off work like that. Plus he got, 11 other kids, right? He got a handful of kids. So he can't be taken off for parent conference meetings, donuts with dads, graduations, whatever them kids got going on, he can't take off for it because he don't want to lose his job, right? But that's what the village is for. Mind you, we've seen pictures where Janelle was at Isaiah's graduation. He was also at Momo's graduation. LaTruth wasn't invited, though. LaTruth wasn't invited. And not to mention, Janelle also showed up for some type of father-daughter situation that Lala had, if y'all remember, because the internet was in an uproar about it because Sleepy didn't show up, but he talked cash money shack on this internet, but he don't never show up for nothing. You can drive your funky ass on that motorcycle all the way to Georgia for a bike club ride along, but you can't even come to your own child's graduation. But you talking about these men who've literally been the leaders in y'all village that's burning down in this moment, might I add. The village is in flames, even with the battery in your back. It's crazy because he got too much to say while you behind the scenes. Oh my God. I cannot believe. Hold on, y'all. Ain't no way this man is really behind the scenes knowing everything that's going on with her and they kids. And he encouraging and rooting for these men. Say, give them another chance, Bree. Give them another chance. They ain't gonna do it again. You know we men. You know we imperfect. You know we mess up sometimes. We men. Him gonna give them another chance. He making sure she ain't in his ass or on his body. Because he got a whole wife over there and other kids too. As long as she got somebody, she's out of his hair. Because remember, this is the same person who said, I don't understand how these men, be making kids and not taking care of them and but I don't really care about that nigga because I got my baby daddy, so I don't give a F about him. Bree said that. So that led us to believe that LaTruth took on that role, and he's one of those men that don't care about a biological daddy doing, because it's a lot of men out here that don't want their wife asking another man for nothing. If that man ain't gonna take care of his kids willingly, you ain't asking him for nothing. He know what he got to do as a man. That's the type of mindset a lot of real men have. Because at the end of the day, this might be your kid's mother, but this is my wife. She ain't asking a man for nothing. I'm going to take care of them kids because they are a part of her. That's how real men give it up. And I believe that's what type of time LaTruth was on. Because mind you, it had to be a reason why Sleepy didn't have to do hardly anything while LaTruth was married to his baby mama. Is why he was able to be in hibernation for so long. Because that man stepped up and treated those kids as his own, which is also why, thank you, my love, close mommy door, which is also why LaTruth didn't even want no kids with her. Because he was like, she already got 3, I got 1. I'ma treat hers like mine and vice versa. So we don't need no more. That's 4 kids alone right there. But she wanted one so bad with him to have between them. But LaTruth didn't want no kids. He like, I'm marrying you. I'm marrying your kids too. Y'all know what I mean when I say that. When you marry the woman, you take whatever comes with her. Shout out to Sleepy, because he said that. And that's the truth. When you marry that woman, whatever comes with her comes with her. So for him to get up here now and act like LaTruth was just a quote unquote body for the camera. Did you pay their light bill at any time, sir? While them kids was under the same roof as that man? Did you provide any groceries, any clothing? Because I didn't see videos of LaTruth taking them boys shopping. They was dressing like triplets around this month. I'm talking about triplets. And guess what? Bree was nowhere in the mall. It was him and them boys dropping a bag on shopping sprees. And guess what? Y'all can't say, well, he probably took it back after the camera went off. That's a lie, because we seen content with them outfits on from the very same mall that they went to. They was doing content in them very same Nike outfits. Nike and Jordan outfits. Who remember that video? Matter of fact, that video is still on one of Bree's kids' social media pages. There are multiple videos of LaTruth and them boys. Even a video where, and this one really touched me, y'all. This video right here, Lala had to have been around 4 or 5 years old. And LaTruth played a prank on her. And he told her, he said, I didn't get you anything for your birthday, princess, but something, 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 right? And he was like, are you okay with that? And she was like, cool, you know, she didn't make a big deal. And she was like 4, 5 years old. Some of y'all probably seen it because I think I put it in one of my videos a long time ago. She wasn't being, you know, a brat, none of that. You could tell she's a really, really good child. And because of that, RH was like, I'm gonna take you to the store. Like, come on, let's go to the store. He said, you're gonna be able to pick out what you want for your birthday, right? So when they got in the car, now mind you, Bree didn't go with them. He took Lala to the store by himself. They went to Walmart. She was in the back seat, right? And LaTruth had, you know, he was recording or whatever, and he sung a happy birthday song to her, y'all. Once he finished singing, she was like, Daddy. She was like, Daddy, I was about to cry. She didn't say cry. You know how them little kids, like they have, it's like they struggle a little bit with certain words when they small. She was like, I was about to cry, Daddy. She said, and he said, why? Because I sung that song to you. And she said, yeah. It was so cute, y'all. And you could see where LaTruth was about to get emotional. And he was like, oh, baby. Yeah, but he sung that to her, and you could see she was kind of like tearing up, y'all. Like that meant a lot to her, right? That meant a lot to her. And it is those moments right there that told me a lot about this situation. Yes, you can, you know, certain people can act for a camera, but it's certain emotions and reactions in that content that you just can't fake. And that baby wasn't faking. She really, really looked at RH as her daddy. And you could tell they had a strong bond. Because I remember Bree doing a live one day, and this is when they were still together. She said on that live that, you know, LaTruth, you know, he's an entertainer and he goes out, he networks and all of that. So he'd be gone a lot, right? And she said that Lala would not be able to sleep until she knew LaTruth made it back home safe. Who remember that? No cap in my rap. She said that. Because LaTruth will always tuck her in and sing her a lullaby or whatever, and then she'll go to sleep. She'll go to sleep. So it's certain moments where it's like, y'all really trying to take this away from that man. Sleeper, you don't know the half. You only know what Bree told you to victimize herself. It's a reason why she was with that man for 6 years. And it's also a reason why she wanted to reconcile that marriage and didn't want to lose her husband. While you over there playing, talking about how's it feel to be with a rebound? You insulting your own baby mama. Which we know you don't have no respect for. And your real life don't care, because if you did, you wouldn't be behind the scenes encouraging her to stay with men that she's telling you is doing all of these things to her and your kids. But you got these grown geriatric women that's over there in his comments kudoing and caping for him like he's some type of Captain Save a Baby Mama. I am confused. Are we not using our critical thinking hats? The older is supposed to be the wiser. Like y'all over there clapping for this man like he doing something good outside of talking chat on the internet. In what world In what world do we live in where somebody can get on social media and make allegations of abuse as a means to weaponize it because somebody who they claim was in the village is no longer in there? I am so confused. And they real life was in his comments like he did something so great with that post. He exposed himself. Are we not going to pay attention to that part? Where he literally said he was rooting for them. Ain't, bruh. I'm telling y'all. I am telling y'all. Either Bree is not telling him the whole truth. I ain't even gonna say the whole truth because she clearly saying right here she don't never keep no secrets from him, and he be knowing the truth the whole time, whether it's her telling him or the kids, right? So I really do believe either he real life don't give a damn about her and he's promoting and pushing these relationships because he don't want her in his hair while he over there with his wife living happily ever after, right? Because we already know how she get down. It's given he don't want them problems. So he promotes and pushes for her to stay with whoever. It don't matter what they doing to her ass. Because if we going off of the things that she alleged on the internet, that's not somebody you would push for your baby mama and your kids to stay with, right? Or am I tripping? But he's kudoing it. He's promoting it. He said if they knew how hard he would be going behind the scenes for them, they would be thanking him, baby. And that's who you getting your advice from? Oh, girl, I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for you because ain't no way in hell somebody that say they love me gonna be telling me to stick around or stick it out with somebody I'm clearly telling you I'm unhappy with. That's not how that go. That is weird. And that's what make me really, really be concerned and say, who the hell is looking out for the kids? It's like a bunch of a bunch of grown babies with kids just running around looking crazy. I just don't, y'all. This is giving me keep it in the house vibe. This is giving me what goes on in this house stays in this house vibes. That's what this is giving me, okay? And it's very concerning because it's like, so if Janelle wouldn't have apologized to RH yesterday, we would have never known that Lala be calling you scared as if Janelle gonna pop up over there. That's what he said, y'all. So we wouldn't have known that, right? And we wouldn't have known that, according to them, Janelle allegedly slapped Isaiah in the face and the child had to defend himself. We wouldn't have known that if Janelle wouldn't have apologized to RH. Something is wrong with that picture. Weaponizing secrets of Abrusee as a means to get back at somebody or retaliate on somebody because they did something you didn't like is out of this world. Especially allegations of Abrusee involving kids. All y'all asses is sick. All of y'all. All parties involved. All parties aware. And all y'all asses need to be in jail. Because what the hell? Even the ones that's supporting the foolishness. Y'all asses need to be in jail too. Okay? Because if you know about a child being abused and you don't say nothing because you don't want to hurt the one who's supposed to protect the child, your ass need to be in jail as an accomplice. You might as well have slapped the child yourself. What world do we live in that we come to the internet to prove to the internet that Abrusee is taking place, but not the police. And they kudoing that over there. Them weird ass supporters. They kudoing that. We the problem though, y'all. We are the problem. We the problem. We jealous. We obsessed. We haters. I would much rather be labeled those things than be a keeper of things happening to kids. I'm not holding that type of information for no friend. I'm not holding that for a family member. Because it's given very much a man could be a rapist with one of y'all and y'all would keep it to y'allself just to keep that man around. Birds of a feather flock together. You know how many females I done cut off because they was hoes? Because what we not finna do, ain't no bird flocking over here. If you a hoe, you gonna be labeled a hoe by yourself. I'm sorry. We was cool, the friendship lasted a little minute, but yeah, no. Nope. I don't want that jacket on me, Bookie, but high school, baby, listen. I cut off several hoes. Once you start showing your hoe behaviors, like having smacks at school under the bleachers or giving head under the child, bye. I got to get the hell away. I was not raised like that, okay? We could be cordial, hey, hi, and bye, but I can't hang out with you no more. Oh no. Because I'm not sneaking out the window of my parents' house. I'm not doing that to go meet a boy. I'm not. Y'all, what is going on? Hey, Miss J. I'm like, what the hell? And all birds don't flock together. Some birds just don't judge. I agree. But listen, the in the world we live in, Cindy, it's easy to say, of course, all birds don't flock together. That, we know that's understood. But we're talking about human nature and the mindset of people. Of course, you can have three friends and two of them be hoes and one just be the one that's always complaining about the hoes and a whole mentality, right? But the football team is going to think otherwise, okay? They going to try you just off the strength of your friend, okay? So, yeah, that's what I'm meaning. We know that, you can hang with somebody and not be just like them, of course. That's understood. But human nature for people to think that, you are a product of your environment, right? If you riding with bank robbers, guess what? People going to assume you are a bank robber. So, hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. All right. Well, I had to take me a BC because that screen be making my head hurt. Look how she kept that secret about her dad. Okay, listen. I don't trust stuff like that. I'm sorry. Like, I do not trust stuff like that, y'all. Bree and Sleepy doing a lot of lying and not realizing they are leaving themselves ass off for so much more. Listen. And one thing about the internet, it's staying. Once you put something out here, it's forever out here. And she's so hell bent on validation and proving certain things to the internet that it's like she's digging a hole for herself and can't even see it. Can't even see it. And he not helping the situation at all. He's not helping, y'all. He's not helping at all. And what type of man is he? Like, I'm real life serious. Like, you really talking to okay, you're the one that she vents to. And you the one that's telling her to stay. You did it with, and this is why I didn't believe whenever, remember early on in the saga, whenever she called him on the phone and she was like, Deshaun, how many times have I called you in the past about the Bruce with Robert? And this fool said, oh, you talking about recently or in the past? And that's when she said recently and in the past. And he said, I don't know why, what's up? I don't know how many people caught that, but she said, oh, I'm on live and I'm just trying to address some and he said, oh yeah, you know, you didn't call me plenty of time. That's when his whole story changed. When he realized she was on live. That showed me that he's gonna go along to get along. Like he literally switched it all. His initial answer was, are you talking about now or in the past? And she said now and in the past. He said, I don't know why, what's up? Hello? And she was like, the Bruce, how many times have I called you about the Bruce with Robert? He specified the time frame, and then after she was basically saying all the times. Like how many times? Because if I didn't call you in the past and in the future, elaborate on that. And he said, I don't know why, what's up? So that told me that those conversations didn't really happen. And if it was some calls, it ain't had nothing to do with physical abuse. She probably told him about them having arguments, but that's about it because he was so nonchalant on the phone. He didn't turn up until he realized she was on live. That's when he said many times, you know, and my counsel to you was stay with your husband, make it work, stay with your husband. What? Ain't no way in hell she was behind the scenes telling you that this man is putting her head between the washer and the dryer like she did on that interview where she said 6 years of gaslighting, 6 years of being choked and dragged across the floor. Can you imagine your kids knocking on the door? Let my mommy out, please, let my mommy out. Like she just getting WWE'd in the room. Ain't no way. If she said that on a public platform, I wonder what she tells him behind the scenes. I wonder what she's telling him behind the scenes because he couldn't even remember. But as soon as she said, I'm on live addressing some ish, his memory became suddenly jogged. Many times. It went from I don't know why, what's up to many times. My counsel to you was stay with your husband, make it work. Okay? This situation is a joke. I just, y'all, wow. Okay, let's get to some other receipts because y'all know I be talking. We almost an hour and 30 minutes in. This is the part of the live stream, y'all. What time it is? 10:35. Let me see how many y'all did for my goal. Y'all know how I give it up, baby. Okay. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. Only 3 people supported my goal. I put a goal of 20 up. I'll give y'all 30 extra minutes on this live stream and I won't get off, until the 30 minutes is up. But y'all have exactly, let's see, 6 minutes to clear my goal. Any color. The goal is any color. It's 17 needed left on the goal with any color. I'm going to set my timer. I just started this for my new supporters. This is something that I just started. If y'all can clear my goal within that, I'm going to say 5 minutes because it don't take long. Okay. Because y'all done did it before on my other live. So 5-minute time set. If y'all clear my goal in that 5 minutes, I'll stay on live an extra 30 minutes. And the time starts now. It's 10:36, so 10:41. Okay, let go. All right, so let me take this down. Hold up. Y'all keep this receipt in the back of y'all mind though. Because I got a feeling, yeah, just keep this receipt right here. I'm gonna bring it back to y'all attention, but make sure y'all keep that one in the back of y'all mind. Let's take that one down and pull something else up. Okay. Hold on. Let me see. What is this? Okay. Hold on. Let me see. I got some other stuff. Let me see which one is the most. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Mental patient. People are crossing the line way too far when innocent kids are brought into this. I gotta find that one receipt. Hold up, y'all. It's in my email. Take it back to it. I say, okay, I need to show this one. And this one. This one is kind of long, but I need to show this one. And it's another one I need to show y'all. Let's see. Let's see. Oop, I need to show y'all this one for sure. Part of. Okay, let me go down. Let me see. Let me see. Damn, it's one receipt I need in particular. I mean, you will be the worst example I wanted. You do everything. Dang, that's not the one. Oop, it's this one right here. It's another one too that's really, really long. I don't know if I put that one in here, but I might have to try to I'm gonna have to find that one for sure. Dress. Okay, just know that when I see you. Oh, this one. This one right here. And this one. So I'm gonna pretty much show y'all. Hold up. This one too. I'm gonna pretty much show y'all how many times um I'm gonna pretty much show y'all how many times Sleepy then came out here and people then put in his comments or DM'd him and told him, hey, the kid, your child is being abused, or bringing up the punching in the chest or whatever. And I'm gonna show y'all his responses to all that. While he wants to pop his ish now, and shout out to his baby mama for letting the world know that he always knows everything that's going on. And I'm starting to think that because he does not respond when these things actually happen to these kids, I'm starting to think that he's the type of man that's around here giving permission to men to put hands on them children. Because y'all know it's some men out here that'll be like, they get out of line, bust their ass or whip their ass. He giving that type of man. That's the type of daddy he give. He'll tell any man she get with to lay hands on them children if they get out of line. I'm starting to feel like that because how you waiting? Like I just don't are you scary? Is your pussy foot like the old people say? Are you scared or something? Are you a keyboard gangster? You ain't about what you be talking about in my juvie voice. What's really good? Like most men stepping about their kids. They not playing the internet about their kids. I'm real life confused, y'all. Like, can you inquiring minds want to know? Were you okay with men disciplining your children? Because I remember very vividly when I addressed him on a live back in 2024, and he responded to me. If y'all go on his page, go in his photos, y'all gonna see a picture of Pop on the thumbnail. It's a live I did where I addressed him about him having so much to say but never showing up to anything, whatever, right? But I'm really starting to believe that but you know what? They better be careful. If any man moving forward thinking about pursuing her, if this man give you a speech and tell you if the kids get out of line to whip their ass, you better not do it, okay? Because they gonna use it against you later and say you abused the children. Once you get out the village, it's gonna be used against you, okay? So you might wanna, keep your hands to yourself. Don't be around there whipping nobody else cheering, because later on it's gonna be something different. So hold on, let me go up. I think we done met the time, y'all. Yep. I'm about to get off here. Hold up. I told y'all if y'all to clear my go out, I stayed on another 30 minutes, even though I gotta get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, but I was gonna make that sacrifice, okay? Thank you, Love Spice. Thank you, Miss Darlene. Shout out to Miss Angelique for getting that membership. Remember when she said she started having problems with Josh? That's why. Listen. Yep. And I heard it's a little more to it than that, but y'all know the streets be talking. But yeah, we don't do babies over here, okay? So the babies is off limits, y'all. The babies is off limits. But she just said a couple things. Like, you just gotta pay attention. Like, she said something about girls and all of that, so, which I don't have no issue with that, y'all. And y'all know, if you've been watching me when we talked about it, when she initially let him go stay, I told y'all I didn't see an issue with that. My only issue is it's not just one son, it's two. And sometimes when you separate kids that have lived together all their lives, it kind of makes the kids feel like some type of favoritism is going on, or like, you got to be real careful. You just got to be real careful with removing a child from an environment that they're used to, that they've been in their whole life, and hope they don't harbor no type of resentment or anything like that. Because, like I said, it's not just one son, it's two. So if your excuse was, oh, a boy needs to be with his dad and blase, then why wouldn't you send Isaiah too? Like, I don't have no issue with that. I'm all for it, because y'all, I stand firm on, I don't just say stuff. I'm really about what I be talking about. I believe wholeheartedly that the men are equally responsible for these kids. It should never just be all on the woman. But don't be no bitter ass baby mama and or pretend like the man ain't trying to do nothing for the kids, and in real life you holding the kids away from him. That ain't cool either. You can't have it both ways. You can't be scorned and pretend like the daddy is a DB. You can't be a scorned bitter baby mama and pretend like he a DB that don't want to see his kids. Either you keeping the kids from him or you letting them see him. One of the two. Either you want to break or you don't. Like, but outside of that, I have no issue with a father raising his son once they get to a certain age, because they need their dads. The boys need their fathers. We can't teach these boys how to be a man. I mean, we can do our part, our little one too, but it's statistically, only a man could show a man how to be a man, or a boy how to be a man. So I had no issue with that, y'all. I don't feel like that's a bad thing, because, if I needed to do it, I would do it too. But child, them minds so small. They'll go meet theirs for a little minute, but they coming right back to their mama, child. Okay? Yeah, they don't like to be away from me for too long. They are very spoiled. Thank you, Cassie 66, and thank you, Miss Tanya. You say, go on, give us the 30 pie. I'm not gonna play. I knew somebody was gonna do that to me. And I should have known it was gonna be you. Since that the integrity of this channel is top tier, the receipts and breakdowns are indisputable. The tea is never cold, always standing for what's right. Thank you so much, my love. Well, technically, it wouldn't be 30 now, okay? It'll be what time I say it's 10:41. So 20, let me see, 19, 11:0, wait, 11:01 plus 10, so 11:11. I'm gonna get off of here at 11:11, y'all. Okay, because any later and my ass gonna oversleep in the morning, and my children like to be to school early. Okay, they don't play that. They don't play that, child. Thank you, Miss Renee. You said I just sent you a 4.99. I don't see it. Y'all, YouTube been having some issues. Like, I don't know what it is, but I had a few people that send me supers and it would not show up in the chat. 2K came in alive the other day. He tried to give two and it would not show up. I know Scorpio said she had to get it refunded and then she had to redo it because it did not show up, y'all. I don't know what's going on. If y'all notice, we can't even set goals on our phones no more. We have to do it through the browser. So it's clearly a YouTube issue, y'all. Something going on with that. But if you send me a super and it does not show up, refund it and do it. Try it again. That's probably the way to do it. Because Scorpio says she had that issue. Let me see. Thank you. Wait, I think I seen yours. Hold on. Shout out to Miss Nicole for getting that membership. You said, oh, it didn't even show up. Or maybe because I was on my other screen. You said, hey, Lupakis kids were calling Robert dad, not Robert for 6 years. Robert couldn't have been that bad. That's a fact. That is a fact. They were calling LaTruth daddy. Not stepdad, not Mr. Rob, not Uncle Rob, not T Rob, not LaTruth. They called him daddy. And y'all know, thank you, Miss Darlene. I hope I thanked everybody just to make sure. Y'all know how I feel about that. Like, let me take this one off. Y'all know how I feel about that. I feel like, and you know, correct me if I'm wrong, but if kids have an active father in their lives, just off of human nature and the mind frame, there won't be we tend to give like nicknames. Like, say, take me for instance, right? My biological dad passed away in December, but I have a stepdad who is, you can't tell us that ain't like a biological dad. That been with my mom for a very long time, and he treats us like his biological kids. Like, so I call him Papa Bear. That's what I call him. Papa Bear or Papa D, but some men will literally come in and you like, and I tell my kids, and this is how I raise my kids, y'all. Blood does not make you family. Blood don't make you family. Time invested, love, and loyalty is what determines who your family is. Because blood sometimes is not thicker than water, and family will cross you quicker than a stranger. No, you look at the person who actually invests their time into you, who loves you properly, and who, gives you loyalty. That's who your family is. And that's how I raise my kids. Like, no, my kids know they got multiple grandfathers, okay? And none of them get treated any differently because, that's just what it is. Yes, y'all hit the like button. Let me see. Oh, let me show y'all this real quick. What time it is? 10:50. Okay, let me pull this up, y'all. Hold on. Because I want to show y'all how Sleepy is just like Bree, switching the narrative. Every time you look around, he's switching the narrative. Let's show this first right here. So my question is, right? Because it's being stated that Janelle allegedly slapped one of the kids in the face, one of the sons. Was this before or after y'all allowed Janelle to take Isaiah to the NBA YoungBoy concert on a school night, just him and Janelle? Did the slap happen before or after? Because I'm confused, right? Inquiring minds want to know. Since when we as mothers are okay with our significant other slapping our child in the face and we stay there? So clearly, critical head thinking time, right? She didn't have no issue with however or whatever was happening behind closed doors. Because when you have an issue with something, you leave or you call the police. So now I'm thinking it's more to the story than what they are putting out there. Something else happened, baby. Okay? I want to see some receipts. Like at this point, it's like you don't know what to believe. Either the mama is over there doing things also that make these men think it's okay to do certain things, or it's not happening the way they saying it's happening, or it ain't happening at all and they lying. Because it's hard to fathom or wrap my head around a mother allowing a man to do certain things to her kids and she not get the hell on. And when I say get the hell on, meaning indefinitely, not meaning for 2 or 3 days, and then you have your child calling and begging for this man to come back. Or shout out to Dawn. Now this brings me back to when Sleepy over there said, and my daughter calling me scared because you calling her phone and she thinking you gonna pull up over there. Notice he didn't go into detail, right? Notice he didn't give any context to that. So when he said that, that instantly brought me to, this is the same person, or should I say the same daughter, that your baby mom would make call Janelle and tell him you miss him. What? Where they do that at? Where they do that at? Y'all forgot when Dawn came out here and said that she would use Lala to be the in-between to get Janelle back over there? Because when they would break up, Janelle wouldn't answer the phone or respond to her. So she would literally put her child in the middle. Who the hell does stuff like that? Ain't no way in hell I'ma have my baby girl texting a ninja. They miss him or please, I miss you, come back. And that'll never happen. That's in my opinion, I don't even want, that's a child being in grown folk business. I'm old school. That's why I say a lot of things that happen and been put out in the saga, and a lot of y'all either never seen it or y'all forget it because so much happens over time. Like it's so much that didn't transpire in this saga. It don't make no sense, child. But imagine that. She can't be scared of him. That how? When that's the one that your baby mama would use to get him back over there. Make it make sense. Not we trying to get the man that's abusing us and the kids back over there once he's gone. Where they do that at? In what world do we live in where I'm the victim, but I'm begging you to come back to me once you done left? Critical thinking hats, y'all. Let me say that again. I'm the victim of your Abrusee, but when we break up, I'm running from door to door to stop you from leaving. I'm using my child to text you to come back. Hmm. Or I'm using Dawn because I remember she used Dawn too. Now that I think about it, Dawn was even used to try to get Janelle to talk to her ass. She said you still never answered the phone for her. I remember it vividly. I still have those receipts. And Dawn was like, I understand, bro. You know, it's going to take some time. Janelle was like, you know, she got some things to work on. She might need a little help. It's going to take a little time. She know what she did. Those was Janelle words in the messages that Dawn put out. I wonder what happened. Thank you, Taisha. You say Sleepy hate that them kids still love RH. Lala was so happy when RH FaceTime her and she showed him she hung the pic of him and Momo in their room. So did. And she said she loved him too. Remember, whenever that exchange happened, and might I add, that was a co-parenting exchange right there. So when that happened, I think LaTruth had told her to come see or something like that. And he gave her a hug and he was like, love you, baby. And she was like, I love you too. So for them to paint him as such this monstrous person, like it looked like if she could have gotten the car and went with him, she would have. Okay. Yeah, and that's something you just can't erase. Like certain memories in time, like RH used to be in the kitchen showing her and Momo how to cook. Like, come on now. Come on now. Y'all don't remember when Bree did her Just Being Brianna show and she was asking the kids like, do y'all like mommy single or do y'all prefer me married? You know, and they was like, oh, we like you single. And she was like, do y'all prefer me single and y'all want to still spend time with, you know, with y'all dad? Oh no, I forgot how she said it, y'all. But they was like, yeah, we like you single, but we still want to spend time with him. Him meaning LaTruth. And even when she brought Sleepy up, since he been so involved, she said verbatim, what would y'all like to see from y'all dad? Y'all real dad. Right? Because you know, seeing as how LaTruth been dad for 6 years, she had to clarify so they could know which daddy she was talking about. Let's not forget that episode is still on her YouTube channel, baby, for inquiring minds. And the kids was like, spend more time. While he over there acting like, first of all, it costs nothing to get your kids and spend time with them. That's free. Of course, you gotta feed them and stuff like that, but they coming with their own clothes. They old enough to stay by themselves if you gotta go to work. So it's real mind boggling how, you know, the streets been saying or have said how she would complain about your ass too. A lot at that. And mainly because you would never want to get the kids. Sir, why you over there talking cash money chat on your page when you don't even really do your parts? Still. And that's why those two are so click tight right now publicly because they use each other for validation. She uses him to paint her as a great mom, and he uses her to paint him as a great dad. So they helping each other in that magnitude, right? That's how they helping each other. I need you to validate my me being a good mom, and I need you to validate me being a great dad, right? Regardless of what your other two baby daddies are saying. Well, that's how that go. That's why y'all see that. We literally watch this play out. We literally watch this girl have those oldest three kids all the damn time, but still saying that this man is a good daddy. How, Sway? Everybody can't be gaslit like that. All this time passing. FaceTime ain't enough. FaceTime don't give you a break, a mental break. Because if you got kids, you know kids be loud as hell in the house. Sometimes all you need is just that little mental break to get your mind right, to reset, kid free, even if you don't go nowhere. So a man just FaceTiming his kids every day or every other day, that's not a great father. I'm sorry. It's not. You got to do more than that. And if you can't help financially, the least you can do is give me a break. That way I can help financially and make sure we good. Because 300 every blue moon, yeah, that's not shat, but if you helping me with the load, at least keeping your kids. That way I could hustle and I could take the mental breaks that I need or whatever. But not ever keeping them and saying you can't do much because you don't have it like that. How is that a great father, y'all? Encouraging me to stay with my other baby daddies is not a great father. Make it make sense. You encouraging me and giving me supportive advice, quote unquote, does not make you a great father. It makes you an advice giver, okay? And not a very good one, might I add. Thank you, Mila. Cheers to critical thinking and logic, y'all. Always have the receipts, period, y'all. And the crazy part is, I didn't even show y'all half of the receipts that I pulled. So I'm going to have to do a part 2. Because y'all know when I start getting to breaking it down and talking, the time gets away from me. I don't never need nobody on my panel, okay? Because I talk a lot. And I think y'all appreciate that about me because we had a consistent 500 and something people in here the whole time I've been live, okay? It just went under 500 to 493. So I think y'all enjoy my little commentary. But I wanted to but yeah, y'all, this is the post right here that Sleepy made where when Janelle had brought Isaiah to the NBA Youngboy concert, and he said, "Let me shake the internet up real quick. Hey, appreciate you taking my son to his first concert, Janelle X Young. What's understood don't have to be explained. It takes a village, right? Hold up." So Sleepy made this post, right? Now, mind you, the week before this post was made, Sleepy replied to somebody in his comments, and he had made a subliminal post on his page. And I think he was talking about R8 subliminally because somebody in the comments said something and he was like, ain't nobody talking about that. Oh no, he made a post about relationships, in general or whatever. And somebody basically made the shoe fit Janelle, and he was like, ain't nobody talking about that clown over here, right? So a week later, that clown bought their son to the NBA Young concert, and then you get this post right here. But it's all cool. See, they don't care about Janelle allegedly abusing anybody in that circle, kids included, long as they helping long as he's helping make the truth look bad. That's what I get from this. Because ain't no way Janelle apologizing to LaTruth for the role he played in antagonizing him with his child should have brought forth all of these allegations and everything. Like, what? Why y'all come to social media but not the police? Is y'all cool? So right after he make this post, because he want to plug his rib in, right? He makes a post of some plates of food at a restaurant, and then he says, and shout out to my rib too for doing her part and what she does with the kids. And then he says, I know old boy over there punching the air right now. So he was talking about LaTruth. And I'm like, punching the air? Because y'all taking care of y'all kids? Y'all think LaTruth mad? He's supposed to be punching the air because y'all over there taking care of y'all kids. Not LaTruth children, y'all kids. Why would he be punching the air? See, that's what makes me feel like Sleepy got some kind of underlying obsession with LaTruth. I don't know if it's because, like I said, he was with, around those kids for 6 years and he was able to witness a lot of milestones, time that Sleepy missed out on, or if it's because, he's just jealous, period, because of LaTruth's lifestyle. At the end of the day, LaTruth don't have to work no 9 to 5 or get his hands dirty because he's making easy money on social media. And as y'all can see, Sleepy is trying to get that same coin. While he drug LaTruth for the longest about his profession, notice he's mimicking and mocking everything LaTruth does on his social media. Everything. And I have the receipts. LaTruth started using Sora AI. Guess who started using Sora AI? LaTruth made a post about promotion on social media pages. Guess who shared the post and said, hey, I guess I'll take a shot at it too. Hit me in my DM. Now he was trying to make it seem like it was a joke, but he was serious. He was serious. We all know LaTruth do the skits and all of that, the voiceovers. Guess who doing the voiceovers and the skits now? So for somebody who literally judged the man and told the man he need to go get a 9 to 5, you are now trying to get a bag off of the same thing he does, which is weird behavior. Imagine criticizing the very same thing you finna put your hands in. Like, that is weird. Weird. So let me take this one down, y'all, because I need to get off here. Because y'all, I got insomnia, so it'd be so hard for me to fall asleep as it is, baby. I want to show y'all one more, and then we're going to do a part 2 tomorrow, because I got a lot of receipts that I want to show y'all about the Hallelujah Yahweh over there, aka Sleepy. Because he full of shat too. He done said a lot of questionable things on here. Oh, let me show y'all this one. Let's show y'all this one, right? Because y'all remember this receipt right here? Because let me give y'all a little history lesson about the saga and Sleepy and Janelle, right? When Bree first got with Janelle, Sleepy used to suck Janelle nuts so hard in the comments, you would think that Sleepy was Bree. No cap in my rap. He would literally look like he would be stalking either Janelle's comments or Bree's comments, because he would comment under their comment to try to get a response. And I swear to y'all, every time Janelle would ignore him. I have one receipt that I had, since the beginning, where Janelle had commented under Bree post and was like, you go, girl. I got it. I'm going to show y'all tomorrow. He was like, you go, girl. And Sleepy went right under Janelle comment and said, I salute you, King. And Janelle ignored, like he always do. Ignored him, okay? How you a whole baby daddy being thirsty? So this was a post that Bree made about her and Janelle, right? Here comes Sleepy. It's crazy that you was with whatchamacallit, aka LaTruth, all that time, and me just meeting Janelle X Young. I sent, first of all, it's SENSE, okay? not since, a way better spirit and relationship he has with you and the kids. I pray Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahawashi will be done. Okay? That's what he said, y'all. Either his senses is off or his senses is on. And he just capping for Bree because Janelle and Bree ain't together no more. Because you was all good in the hood and whatever with the relationship. Now that the relationship has exhausted, you doing the same thing you did to LaTruth in the beginning. So Bree replies and says, wow, this means a lot coming from you. Stamp of approval. Very, very interesting, y'all. Very, very interesting. So they've been playing this little game since the beginning of the saga where, it's always two baby daddies against one and then they rotate. Listen, first it was Sleepy it was Sleepy at first until Janelle came into the picture. And then once Janelle came into the picture, it was Janelle and Sleepy and Bree against LaTruth. And now it's Janelle and LaTruth on one side and Bree and Sleepy on the other side. So I got a feeling it's going to be a real, real interesting road ahead. Okay? Two baby daddies against one. All before, she always had at least two on her side. And that number starting to dwindle down. It stayed 2-1 for a very long time. And that validation is what helped her. Now it's 2 against 1. So we're going to see how that works out, y'all. But anyways, let me get up off of here. My eyes done got low. I'll be back tomorrow with a part 2. I'ma also be doing my Clarissa live. We're going to start that rabbit hole. Let me see. I don't know which one I'm going to do in the morning. I'll probably do the Clarissa one in the morning and then this one later in the afternoon or the evening time sometime. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, baby. But I love y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed part 1 of this little, whatever. This dialogue. I'm tired. I start running out of words. We're going to do part 2 tomorrow, y'all. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. Make sure y'all don't oversleep for work. Okay? I'm going to try not to oversleep. But yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow in the morning, baby. Love y'all. Bye, y'all.
Y'all know what time it is. The truth teller in the spot. Always bring the facts. Yeah, she make the fake stop. Stop clearing out the noise. Never let the lie rock. Nope. Say it with me loud. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Yeah. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. Receipts on deck, she gon' air that out. Lil Pop, wipe them down. If it's cap in the chat, she gon' call that out. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Came with the proof, better watch it now. Lil Pop, wipe them down. If it ain't fast, don't come around. Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. She a Louisiana with truth on blast. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Receipt so strong that the lies won't last. Lil Pop, wipe them down. When she step in the spot, all eyes on her. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Expose real quick, make the face to turn. Lil Pop, baby. Who got the truth? Lil Pop. Who bring the proof? Lil Pop. Hands to the left, hands to the right, wipe them down. Club lit up all night, wipe them down. Who got need? She OB. Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. Truth don't mean you gon' stand on that. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Blocking the trolls, never looking back. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Whole crowd move when the name get loud. Lil Pop, wipe them down. She the voice of the people and she shut them down. Lil Pop, baby. Truth too strong, wipe them down. Pop, pop. Crowds sing along, wipe them down. Pop, pop. From the booth, she a beast, wipe them down. Pop, pop. It's Lil